Howdy, folks. Today we're going to talk about finger picking and how I learned how to finger pick. So, many moons ago, early 80s, 1980 to be exact, my dad was posted to Tunis, Tunisia, North Africa. And, my dad was a diplomat. So we traveled to a new country every 3 to 5 years. So I was pretty young. I was just getting into rock music. I had discovered AC/DC. It was 4th grade. And I had a lot of time on my hands. A lot of time. There was no internet. There was no TV. There was like one channel with this imam praying 5 times a day. I swear to God, that's all I remember. Luckily, we did get some, we were so close to Sicily being so close to North Africa, that we would get Italian channels. And me being half Italian, I'd watch the Italian channels. I digress, getting way off topic. So, I had no guitar teacher. I'm completely self-taught. And having this much time on my hands, basically, I had to create my own exercises, like as if I had a teacher. So I'd think to myself, well, what would a guitar teacher teach me? And so I approached this logically. Let's talk about gear very quickly. This is a Taylor 614 CE. It's got a pickup. It's got the Fishman pickup system. This is a 2002 model, if anybody really cares. I've got an SM57 microphone for the vocals, and I'm actually playing the acoustic through my Kemper. I've got a Marshall profile. For you Kemper users out there, it's from soundside.de, and it's a Marshall acoustic amp. And if anybody really wants to know the specifics, they can get back to me. So I'm playing through a Marshall acoustic amp in my Kemper, which is routed to my audio interface, and I'm using Apple QuickTime, which I absolutely love on a Mac. You can do things in QuickTime on a Mac that you can't do on Windows. For example, connect the video and audio stream to QuickTime with no need to do any syncing in with the DAW and, let's say, iMovie or Final Cut or whatever it is, a movie editing software that you use. So what I really like to do, I'm extremely lazy, and the majority of all the videos on my channel were created using this format. I just fire up QuickTime, point it to my audio interface, which has my guitar, microphone, and whatever, and then I point the webcam. I point QuickTime to my webcam, and I just hit record. So there we go. That's the gear. So getting back to guitar and finger picking, I'll probably talk about strumming too. So the first exercise I taught myself as a child was to approach the guitar and split the 3 strings, the 3 bass strings, and the 3, I call them treble strings, okay? So I would just use my thumb, because I knew, I remember seeing, footage of like guitar players, often the thumb was up here. So I'm like, okay. So I'd pick a chord, let's say pick the C, and the first exercise I taught myself, I'll turn the guitar so you can see the strings, but maybe it's better if I don't know. I've been struggling with what angle to do this video in, but basically I'd separate the high 3 strings from the 3 bass. So I'd pluck these with my thumb and these with these fingers. So, for example, the first exercise I taught myself was this, playing a C. And then I would practice a D. Or an E. Or so as you become more proficient and more comfortable, you can experiment by, let's say, plucking all 3 bass strings. For example, so let's go back to the, my nose is really itchy. No, I'm not doing cocaine. Let's go back to the specific exercise for you beginners that are just starting out. So you would pluck the A string with your thumb, and using these, I use these 3 fingers. So going down and then back up. So there's no end in terms of, you could apply that same exercise to bar chords. And so over time, I just started getting better and better. And if you really love to play guitar and you don't see it as practice, a lot of this stuff is just going to come naturally. Again, nobody taught me any of this. And over time, I really liked using my fingers and not a pick to do more advanced stuff like this. So I would use this finger, like this is just my style, how it's come naturally over the years. So you get the idea. So basically use your thumb for the bass strings, and these fingers, these 3, whatever they're called. You can tell I haven't taught much. So what else? What's another exercise? So, but this style, getting back to just the finger picking, you just gotta experiment and see what comes naturally. Because you can use different fingers. Like I can use these 2 to do a lot, or I can use the thumb and, is it the index? For example. Anyways, very popular strumming, plucking, finger picking technique. And then you start implementing hammer offs, such as same concept, thumb. If you notice, I'm going down to the G string, almost using it as a bass string. So there you have it. That's how I learned how to finger pick. And obviously, I'm not that great of a finger picker, but I've used it to play some classical pieces like this. So, keep practicing. Hope you liked this video. Hit like and subscribe. if you want to see more. Thanks for supporting my channel, and stay safe, man. Cheers. Bye.